Resident Evil Challenger.
Morning guys, this is the last challenge of the season and of the last season, so should be interesting. We're doing a battle, so we're both we're not working together this time, which is a first for us, and we're both doing 6 games, which is going to be quite a hard slog. It's going to be a shame to be the last season, but I'm sure it won't be the last one ever, hopefully, but we'll have to wait and see. But thanks for watching, and it's been a pleasure.
Bugger off. And break the rule already. Oh, Jesus.
Nathan, stop being so selfish. This is meant to be my fucking interview. Now get the fuck out.
Further stipulation already.
Right, hello, right. The final challenge, which is going to be coming up, me versus Nathan, is going to be quite an interesting one, you know, after being a team for so long. Looking forward to this, looking forward to see what stipulations we get, what games we're going to be playing in. It's going to be a completely random order. So yeah, final challenge. It's been building up to this moment. It's going to be awesome. Let's see who the challenge champion is. Yeah!
Hello guys.
Good morning. It's
Right.
come to this, the final challenge of season 4. After 4 seasons of Resident Evil challenges, 6.5 years, we've come to this.
A battle.
A battle. The team is over. It's time for the Nougie versus Nathan.
Yep.
It's been building up to this for quite a while, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to be the challenge champion. But we'll see about that. But it's not going to be quite as simple as it sounds, because it's not just about who. We're going to be doing 6 games each,
Yep.
which is going to be quite a challenge. We're going to have
Yep.
45 minutes stoppage time throughout the whole thing, so that'll count for all breaks, all food things. So 45 minutes, and then we're going to try and go for the 24-hour
Yep.
time limit. But aside from that, it's not just beating the 6 games the fastest.
No.
There's quite a bit more to it
It's
than that.
quite an extensive point structure we've come
Yeah,
up with.
we're going to be doing the whole thing in a point system. So we've got a few rules to explain to you quickly before we get going.
We're not doing Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. It's all GameCube. Go
No,
back to
no
the
Resident
roots.
Evil 5, none of the extra stuff. It's literally the basic game structure that we did from season 1.
Yeah.
So literally 0, Remake 2, 3, Code Veronica and 4, keeping it simple, back to basics.
Yeah.
And then each game we attempt will be on hard mode.
Yeah.
So that's one of the hardest things that we're going to be doing for each one of these.
We've made a pot up of 21 stipulations,
21 different stipulations.
and we're each going to pick 8 each.
So that 21 stipulations is between both of us. So
Yeah.
8 stipulations each over the 6 games. That means a maximum of 2 stipulations per game.
Yep.
Which will be for 4 games, and then 2 games you only have to have 1 stipulation. But luckily for each of us, we can nominate when one of those stipulations has to be drawn. So if Nathan's going to be playing Code Veronica or something, he says, "Oh, I'm only going to do 1 stipulation," I can say, "No, you're doing 2. So that'll be quite interesting.
It's on a point system, so you get points for doing things, you lose points for not doing things, etc.
Yeah, so as we said, all the games are on hard mode. So if you then decide to change the difficulty, if the difficulty is too much, if you then decide to change that, you would lose points and other things like that.
Yep.
Points are also awarded if you beat the whole challenge under 24 hours for beating any of the games with the fastest time. So if I get a faster time on 0 than Nathan, which won't happen, then I'd get a certain amount of points. You get points for who gets the best grade on each game. So say I got a better grade on 4 than Nathan, even though you don't get grades on 4. But yeah, I'd get a certain amount of points for that. We'll go through all the points for those in a minute. And then points are also lost for failing to complete a game. So if you write it off, you lose points for that. If you fail to complete a stipulation, so if you're doing handgun only and you use a shotgun once, that's complete failure. You can't go back, you failed it, you lose points for that. But that's the main gist of it. So there's quite a bit to take in there, but it's actually quite simple. It's literally do the stipulations, you get points. Fail to do the stipulations, you lose points.
Yeah.
We'll add up all the points together at the end, and whoever's got the most will be the challenge champion. So yeah, that'll be quite interesting. And just so you know what the points are, I'll quickly read them out now. Beating all of the games in under 24 hours, you get 100 points. Beating a game in the fastest time, you get 50 points. Beating a game with the highest grade, you get 30 points. Beating a game with the least amount of saves, you get 20 points. And if you decide to be a bit of a maniac and you need some more points, and you decide to beat it with either knife only, no healing, or no saves, you get 70 points.
Yep.
So that's a good little redemption.
And then you'll lose points. So for failing to complete a game, you lose 170 points. So it's quite a lot to lose. But you never know, trying to get the game all done in 24 hours, so we'll have to wait and see. And failing to complete a stipulation is losing 120 points. So again, that's quite a severe one.
Yep.
And lowering the difficulty is losing 50 points because we decided to make that a little bit nicer. But the thing is if you're doing it on hard and you decide to do it on easy, you're going to lose 100 points. Yeah. So
there's quite a few different strategies to go through this. It's not as clear cut as it seems. So even if I'm kicking Nathan's ass 20 hours in, which probably will happen, he still could work his way out by doing some knife only or no healing or no save stipulations and bring back a shitload of points. So let's just see how this goes on. Let's see who the winner's going to be. And also the last thing we meant to say is the 6 games we're going to be doing, we're going to be picking out randomly. But we're going to be drawing the stipulations out before the game. Yes. So we could bring out the 2 stipulations, but we won't know what game that's for.
Also, we have decided, because we're doing the whole thing with no guides, no notes.
No notes, absolutely nothing.
Nothing. But what we have decided to do is we've allowed each other to have 3 hints each. So that can be either asking the other person, looking on the internet, asking the forum, etc. Yeah. So 3 hints, that's throughout the whole challenge over 6 games. So use them wisely. Yes. But right, we're going to draw out our stipulations first and our games, and we'll get on with this final challenge of Season 4. Right, hello guys. Right, we're about to start drawing the stipulations. I'm going to draw my stipulations first, as I'm the best, and then we're going to get on with it. Right. As we said, there's 21 stipulations. No, my lucky, no swearing. Right. Stipulation number 1.
How many stipulations are you going to draw?
No can't speak. No grenade launcher / grenades. I'm going to pick another stipulation as well, I think.
What?
Oh, bollocks.
What?
No swearing. Right, so I've got the no swearing stipulation for the first game as well.
So that means, right, it's if he swears, then he has failed a stipulation and essentially lost, was it
120 points?
120 points, yeah.
Look, we might have some fun.
Oh, so I'm going to enjoy this. I get to wind you up so much. Right, I better not gloat too much, so I'm not taking out my stipulations yet. Right, let's see what I'm going to get. I don't know if I'm going to do 1 or 2 yet. Let's see what the first stipulation's like. Right, first one is... Oh, crap. 2 weapons for the whole game, knife included. Do I take another stipulation or not? I don't know what game that could be for. You know what? I'm going to just do 1 for that.
No, you're not. You're going to take another stipulation.
Right, are you doing your nomination now?
Yeah,
then?
I'm going to nominate you now.
Such a no.
Get us off to a bad start.
Mate, that is a well hard stipulation. 2 weapons the whole game. Crap.
And it might be about to get harder.
I hope it's not 4. Right. This needs to be something really not nasty. No shotguns. That's not too bad. So 2 weapons, but one of them can't be a shotgun. And now we've got to find out what games that's for. So all of the games will be drawn randomly.
Right. As you can see, we've got a Nathan cup and a Nougie cup, and we're going to draw these at the same time.
Yep.
Right. There's your cup. Ready?
Right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Right.
Please don't be 4. Please don't be 4. Be well fine. Got
Ready
the same
to read
game.
out?
Yep.
Resident Evil 0.
Resident Evil Remake. That's not too bad. Yeah, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I'm happy.
So basically I'm doing Resident Evil Remake, 2 weapons throughout the whole game, with no shotguns.
And then I'm doing Resident Evil 0. No swearing. No grenade launcher or grenades.
We're just about to get going on this final challenge. The last thing we've got to do before we can get going is to find out whether I'm going to be playing as Chris or Jill with these ridiculous stipulations. So I'm going to say head is Jill, tails is Chris. I'd probably prefer to get Jill. We'll see. Yeah, definitely prefer to get Jill. So did I say head's Jill? Yeah. Yes! There you go. Got a head. So right,
There we go.
doing those stipulations of Jill. So it's all on hard mode, and I get defense weapons, which is cool. But without any further ado, let's get the timer started. The time now is 11:24 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last time I get to do this. There we go.
The
This
challenge
timer
has started.
has begun. We've got 45 minutes worth of stoppage time. So we'll be finishing just after 12 o'clock tomorrow, apparently. But let's see how it goes. Time to kick Nathan's butt.
Yes. Anyway, about midway through fighting the Scorpion, he has damaged me a fair amount, but nothing major. I forgot to take the knife to kill him because it would have been a lot easier, so I'm using up quite a lot of handgun rounds. Unfortunately. Well. 11.
How is he taking so much ammo?
I have no idea. 10.
Is it still recording?
9.
Oh, you were lucky. So much for clearing all the zombies on the train.
I'm never going to bother clearing. Oh. Jeez.
And it's not actually saved you any health
Huh?
by using the handgun on him.
No, I wasn't even worried about health. It was just the fact that I didn't take
Whoa,
it.
I did not know Forrest was right there.
Right, anyway, that's a
Oh,
bit of a waste of ammo, but I'm still alive. And it's not the end of the world because I can use other weapons anyway, so I'll catch up with you guys later. Unfortunately, I did just swear, so that means
There's only 30. You couldn't go 34 minutes without swearing.
Oh.
I said because I was getting stuck on a puzzle in Remake. I said I can't do it, and he goes because you're shit. And then his face cringed up. So that's already minus 120 points for Nathan, which means Nuge's in the lead.
Right, literally just got off the train, 42.5 minutes, which ain't too bad. Like as we've said, I've already failed one of the stipulations, which, if you ask me, was fucking inevitable anyway. We'll do some updates later. Luke's getting chased around by a zombie in a room,
Elder Crimson in about 10 minutes.
and that's the one.
Right, I'm now just about to fight Father Ted. I've had 2 saves so far. Ooh. Oh, that was good. And yes, we've had no deaths yet, and we're nearly an hour in.
We are an hour in. 1 hour, 1 minute, 21 seconds.
I think I killed it. That was easy. Fan dabby dozy.
How did you do
Awesome, so that's my first boss done. Yeah, 1 hour, 1 minute in so far. Sweet.
Right, I'm just getting onto the giant millipede. I have just saved for the first time, which is probably the sensible idea. Shoot at him. Ah!
What? Took enough shots.
Oh!
What?
Do you know how lucky that is?
Is that your last shell?
That was my last bullet. Completely.
Right, so I've just decided that my second weapon in Resident Evil Remake is going to be this nice Magnum revolver. So in a nutshell, I'm going to be doing Resident Evil Remake, just handgun and Magnum only on hard mode as Jill. Now on the Plant 42 boss fight, which shouldn't take too long as I have a Magnum, which is nice.
Is that dead already?
No, that's half of it down.
After 2 shots.
3 shots.
Oh.
5 Magnum shots, that's all it took. Quality.
It's still not as good as my Tyrant. I don't
Yeah, when the Tyrant died in 1 shot last challenge. Fucking hunters! God damn it. I could have easily beaten this game with no deaths. Literally just got back to the mansion after doing all the dormitory stuff. Just going up the stairs, I knew it probably was going to happen, got decapitated. So Nougie is marked, the first death of the challenge, 1 hour 42 minutes in. That is a pain because I could have easily done this game without dying if it weren't for that. Doll. So Nathan's got the upper hand on that kind of thing, so if he keeps it up, he can bring himself some points. Oh, I'm going to go back to the dormitory. I'm going to fight the plant again now. Fuck's sake. Sweet. Beat Jake the Snake first time round, handgun only. Got hit twice on orange caution, and I have started using first aid sprays now. Hopefully I can get some health without dying, because otherwise that would be a pain. Whoa, that was close.
Well, as you probably could tell, I just died.
Oh, really?
Fuck a duck.
So that was Nathan's first death. So unfortunately, no extra points there. How far back are you going to have to go save-wise?
I don't know. Which generally isn't a good sign.
No.
We'll find out in a sec. Oh, fuck. Quite far.
That sucks.
That sucks ass.
Spider.
Right, we're about 2.5 hours in through this competition challenge.
Yeah.
I just got to the underground bit on Resident Evil Remake, which is pretty cool. I reckon I've probably got about 45 minutes left on it until I have finished it, which is good. How far through are you?
Well, unfortunately, because I just died, don't know if anyone knew about that.
So we've had 1 death each so far.
I've just gone back to Before the Hunters, which is a little bit of a pain in the arse. But I can do that loot zombie bit a hell of a lot better, so...
How far back do you reckon that death set you?
20 minutes.
Really? Shit!
So not too bad. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Doing that monkey bit again, actually, I've got more shotgun shells, so it's a little better.
That's alright.
And it should only, again, if everything goes to plan down here, if I can do this without being hit or only being hit once, then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad. As long as I don't use too much ammo down here as well, which I didn't last time.
Have you finished your fucking life story yet?
No.
Please do go on. I think he's finished now.
Update later.
Just hit hour 3. I died again. But to be fair, so far in this bit I've done a lot better. But I don't even have to use one of these green herbs on Billy actually, so it's a hell of a lot better.
Cool. And on Remake, I'm literally 30 seconds away from fighting Lisa. Then I'm on disc 2. So Remake is nearly complete, which is good. 3 hours 6.
I didn't press it, I promise.
3 hours 6, and that's disc 1 of Remake done, which I think is a cracking time actually. Considering it's hard mode with only 2 weapons. So yeah, disc 2 now, and hopefully this won't take too long.
Right, I'm literally just going on to disc 2. Probably about half an hour behind the time I really wanted to be on disc 2 by, but hey ho, can't do much better now.
See how many Magnum rounds he wants to take this time. 5 Magnum rounds and he's dead.
Jesus Christ!
Amazing.
Right.
That was ridiculously quick.
Yeah, it just died, obviously. That wasn't really going very well from the start, so I'm going to try that again in a minute. Right, I'm literally all or nothing. I've got one shotgun shell to try and kill the bat boss with, and I'm on orange caution, so if this misses...
And you completely missed. I didn't realise I had to fight a second time because I just remembered Barry stayed alive, so I'm not really prepared for this, but let's see how it goes. And I'm not saved for quite a while actually.
Luke.
That is absolutely heartbreaking. For fuck's sake, I've got to go back before the gas canister. Oh, fucking Barry didn't die. Oh, that sucks.
I don't understand why you can't shoot Barry.
Barry, you twat.
Right, we're now recording on Luke's thing because he thinks it's about to get blown up by a chimera.
It's either me or him. If I don't die on this swipe, then he's getting shot the fuck up. Yes. Yeah, have some of that.
Wow, what's that?
I got hit 3 times and it didn't blow up. That's a
Because
first.
you're a fluky prick.
Yep. There we go.
And a break.
That is Remake finished. First game done in 3 hours 48 minutes, which is not too bad going. Would have been about 3 hours 30. A few things hadn't happened. But yeah, quite pleased with that. And we're just about to find out what my time is. And I did it in 9 saves.
Yep, I got that.
But my time was 3 hours 18 with Jill on hard mode with handgun and magnum only. So yeah, that's the time that Nathan's got to beat when he gets to remake later. If he can
You
beat,
did 9 saves?
yeah, 9 saves. So if he can beat 3 hours 18 or 9 saves, he'll get points for either of those. But now that's done. Moving on to the second game.
Seconds.
Right, so as you can see, we're just about to take our first break of this challenge. Now my first game's done, and Nathan's on still on 0. As I said, we've got 45 minutes stoppage time for breaks and stuff. So we've literally just started it now. So you can see it now. So the actual challenge timer has paused, but this one will keep going until we get back. And then when we're ready to game again, we'll resume the timer. So no confusion there, no messing around, no moaning about when we run out of time. That's the way it is, and if we make it, we do. If we don't, we don't. So we'll see you in a bit.
Basically, I can't kill the bat boss at the moment. I think I can, but I don't want to waste too much time on it. So what I'm going to do is put the game to the side for the time being. Not necessarily say I'm not going to complete it, but for the time being I'm going to put it to the side and crack on with other games. So I'm going to be drawing stips now and a new game as well as Luke is.
Yep, and I still have 1 nomination of Nathan's stipulations, so it might be now, might be later.
Yeah.
Whereas you've used yours, so I can decide how many stipulations I want.
Yep.
So, to begin with, I'm going to draw my first stipulation. Right. First stipulation is for game number 2 for Nougie. Fuck's sake, why do I get all the really hard ones? Can only carry 1 weapon at a time, which sucks. Right, I'm going to just leave that as just 1 stipulation for that, because
Right.
that's pretty annoying.
So you've done 3 stipulations.
Why do I get the really annoying weapon ones?
Right, my first one is no first aid sprays.
I'm going to go
Okay.
for another.
And I will take another one.
That's not too bad.
5 deaths max.
Ooh.
Oh, they're a shit combination, aren't they?
That's pretty tough. So yeah, if you died 5 times, then you would have failed that stipulation, which means you'd lose 120 points. Yeah, which isn't good. So now that that's been chosen, I've now got to, we'll both choose what our games are. So I can only carry 1 weapon. I really hope this isn't Resident Evil 4. So that would suck ass.
Right. Ready?
Yep. Right. 3, 2, 1.
Resident Evil
3. Okay.
2.
No, you got way lucky there, I think.
Right, so now I need to get the next cup to decide what scenario I'm doing.
So we got all the scenarios in there. So Claire A, Leon A, Claire B, Leon B. So whatever he takes out, I won't be playing, which leaves me with 3. You want an A scenario?
Do I?
A lot quicker. Leon A would be the easiest.
LA. So Leon A.
It's not fair. It's not fair. But, well, with Resident Evil 3, that means I get all the weapons, but I can only carry one at a time, which isn't that bad.
No.
Considering that's all it is. On hard mode, all the healing stuff, all gunpowder and stuff. Which is cool. The challenge time is up to 3 hours 57. So we shall both crack on with game number 2.
I'm thinking of doing a little bit of damage control to start because I'm not very good at Resident Evil 2, so I'm going to drop the difficulty from word go because I just don't want to fail it, and then I don't, because if I don't do it and die more than 5 times because of it, I'm losing 170 points instead of...
See what you're doing it on easy mode then?
Yeah, I'm going to drop 1 level, so that's minus 50 points on that game as well.
Shit. The thing is, I'm still on 0 points.
Yeah.
I have not gained any points, because you would gain points if you beat my remake time.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Still a lot to play for.
That no saving idea is not such a good idea. I just died.
Well, that's one of your deaths down.
Yeah, but I didn't save, so I've got to start again.
True that.
Oh well, shit happens, so I'm gonna crack on.
Fuck, that sucks. That's about an hour gone.
Yep.
Go. Right, we are 5 hours 13 minutes in. Challenge is going pretty well. Well, for me so far anyway. Just got to the clock tower on Resident Evil 3, and I have a spare 48 Magnum rounds plus the 6 rounds in it. So I think from here on in it's going to be pretty simple, hopefully. And I got loads of health, which is cool. So that's all good. How are you getting on with Resident Evil 2 since you started it again?
Obviously I died, but it does mean that I can do it a lot quicker now because I do roughly know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Believe it or not. It's doing alright. I've literally just got the first emblem, which is a half decent start, I think.
Yep.
And yeah, so can't really complain too much.
Right, I've just got to the clock tower nemesis fight now, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard, as I've got a Magnum and 48 spare rounds. So let's see how tough this nemesis is. I can't remember the last time I fought him with a Magnum, having this luxury.
How the hell did you dodge that?
With skills. Oh, that's so easy. Oh dear. Quality. Well, that saved me a lot of time.
Right, so we just hit 6 hours in. I'm just doing the bit as Lemonader. I have saved now, just to be safe. Don't want to risk having to start again.
Yep, and we're both on track for no deaths on both these games at the moment, which is cool. I've just started playing as Jill again after the section with Carlos. Right, so Earthworm Jim is dead, which is good, and that took 14 Magnum rounds, which isn't too bad. Saved a bit of time, not having to wait for the thingy to fall down, the lamppost to fall down, which is good. And now on 6 hours 26, so a little bit over time, but nothing I don't think we can bring back later.
I am just about to fight Birkin. So, and this is the first time I've fought him in a fair old while. And I'm using the submachine gun obviously, so see how easy this is going to be. Although this is taking a lot of that. He's dead.
I think the music stopped. If you can put the plugs in, then I think he's dead.
I'll say it's dead. 20% of the.
That was a good little idea there.
Yes.
Fucks! How did that even happen?
What?
I just blew myself up. was making, again, really good fucking progression. It's just as well I saved for Earthworm Jim, actually. So it's only sending me back 5 minutes. But, yeah, went to go and shoot a Drain Demos, and it shot a barrel, which was right next to me instead, and blew me up, which is fantastic. But it's not the end of the world. Oh well.
Nathan, do you want to give us a quick
Do the
update?
oil puzzle again. Oh.
I've just been shot.
You're looking alright for it.
Yeah. So I'm going to be on the alligator boss in a little bit. Not too bad. Although I'm getting a bit confused on what to do now. I need to go get the valve handle, and then jobs are good. Right, another update. I'm just on the Burku fight on the turntable bit. I'm going to get fucked up.
Oh.
I'm going to keep on using the submachine gun because I want to get rid of the ammo.
Now it is. Did it even touch you?
Once.
Quality. Quality, lad. I'll say about 10 minutes from the end.
How far are you?
10 minutes from the end. Let's race and see who can finish first.
I'm going to finish first.
Right, final fight in Nemesis now. He's nearly done, I think. About 7 hours, 10 minutes through or so, roughly. Can't see the clock from here. So yeah, that'll be cool when this is done. Hopefully that should be a direct shot, but I don't think it will kill him. I think it'll take another one. This should be it. Yes. Resident Evil 3 is finished! What is that time? 7 hours 11. Oh, that sounds pretty good, yes, actually. Yeah, that's not too bad for 2 games. So yeah, that leaves 4 left. We'll see what my time and grade is for Nathan to beat in a minute. We'll put on the board. Unfortunately, I didn't do that with no deaths or no saves or no healing. But at least we got there in the end without breaking any stipulations, which is awesome. Right, so there we go. Resident Evil 3 is finished. This is the score which Nathan's got to beat later. 2 hours 7, 3 seconds, 5 saves and grade B. I think the saves can easily be beaten. The time, I think that's one of my fastest times actually. And grade B, I'm not sure why I got a grade B because I didn't use any first aid sprays. I think it's because of the amount of saves. But yeah, that's pretty good. And I'm going to have...
stipulation.
Yep. And yeah, beat the stipulations. Unfortunately, I died twice, so that's not the no deaths extra points. But yeah, we're gonna have dinner in a sec, and game 3 will be revealed in just a minute. Right, 7 hours 20 minutes in. Literally just finished Resident Evil 3, and well timed for Nathan. He is doing his final fight on Resident Evil 2, so we're finished in literally 5 minutes of each other or so, providing this boss goes down.
Which I have got more than enough ammo.
I was literally about to say, be careful if you're on caution so he can one-shot kill you.
That's a fucker.
How far back? Is that back to the tram?
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 games out of 6 done. 7 hours, 35 minutes in so far, which is pretty good. Just had some dinner, so that's another break done out the way. Ready to crack on with these next bunch of games. So, excuse me, sorry. Next game I'll be drawing the stipulations out for. So there's only one more game I do through it, so I can only do 1 stipulation. So chances are I'll probably have to draw 2 out for this. So let's see what the first one is. First stipulation is... Uh-oh. Can only heal in save rooms and boss fights. God damn it. Right, I'm going to draw a second one. Why? I'm getting the real short end of the stick with these stipulations.
Oh really? Nathan with the no swearing one didn't last
Apart from
even
that
an
one.
hour.
And then second one, hopefully this won't make a bad combination, which is, no knife, which isn't the end of the world. So, can only heal in save rooms and boss fights, and no knife. What game is that going to be for? Resident Evil 4. What counts as a save room in Resident Evil 4? Guess anywhere with the typewriter. Oh my god, that is going to be a nightmare.
Anyway, with a typewriter.
However, that would be professional mode, and that was with all weapons. I'm just going to have to be really careful with healing.
And knife.
No! No! I can't use a knife! Oh my god! Krauser!
That's
Oh.
going to be a big waste of ammo at points as well.
Crap. This save's got
Right,
weapons.
I've just killed, what's his name? Birkin. I saved before, which turned out to be a stupid idea. But you know, better to be safe than sorry. I mean, I only used one green herb to actually fight that battle, which is a little bit depressing. But you know, I've completed the game now, so I'll be drawing a new game soon. I'm not going to carry on with 0 yet, so I'll see you guys later.
So just started Resident Evil 4 after a little bit of faffing around with finding the correct save. But this is the weapons we're going to have. Yes, that is right. You can see the hand cannon there, which we're totally allowed. Obviously, it doesn't have infinite ammo on it. These weapons got a few upgrades to get on them before they're maxed out. This is pretty much what I'm going to have. So Red 9, Striker, TMP, Rifle, and hand cannon. Obviously allowed all grenades and healing items, but I can only save in boss fights and can only save in boss fights and save rooms. And obviously I can't use the
boss fights and things.
whatever. You know what I mean. So yes, that's that sorted, and now I can crack on. And obviously this is the GameCube version, which I haven't played in donkey's years.
Right, here we are, we're about to get my grade. Hopefully.
Got to press A, yeah.
A!
Shit, you got an A in the end.
Leon A, total time,
Exactly 2 hours.
2 hours and 51 seconds and 4 saves.
Mate, you've set a pretty good
Yes.
time there, I've got to be.
Right, anywho, we'll do another update a bit later once I've got ready to pick my next game. As I said, just finished Resident Evil 2, rank A, very good. Hopefully Luke won't beat that.
We shall see.
Right, anyway, stipulations for the next game. Right, so we've got no auto aim.
Ooh.
Let's
You
hope
better
I've
hope
got...
you get 4. I bet you fucking will as well.
Right, no auto aim. Sorry, I'm going to take another one. No handguns.
Oh.
Ooh, this could be quite shit. Okay,
I feel I got a little bit of justice there.
and
I'd love for you to get Code Veronica. That'd be amazing.
I think Luke will be doing his happy dance if you
I will be.
fucking hell, this isn't going to be pleasant.
Oh.
Is it Code Veronica? Oh, mate, that is going to be hard.
Your happy
Ooh,
dance
that will
then,
be tough.
Shit. As we can't turn off auto aim
On Code
on
Veronica.
Code Veronica, I'm going to be drawing another stip.
So
So,
the auto aim one's now out of the equation. So they ended up working out with there being 5 extra stipulations in the box which wouldn't be drawn. And now it'll be 4.
no pausing the game.
It's not that bad.
Are there even save rooms on this?
Yeah, there are save rooms.
I'll do an update a bit later.
Yo, what's up, homeboys? We're 10 hours 57 through the challenge. I've just got over halfway through 4 now, as I just beat Salazar's right hand, which is groovy. Hand cannon's actually proving to save quite a bit of time for boss fights and stuff, which is awesome. So yeah, it's just a healing, which is a pain, and I'm quite surprised I made it this far through the game without healing anywhere else using the knife, which is
No, Nathan.
And that really does smell nice.
Well, whereabouts are you, Stinky Pete?
I literally just got the 2 ends to go and use. So I'm not too far from Antarctica, which would be nice.
You'll find even more ants there.
Really?
Whoa, that was close. But yeah, going pretty good. We're coming close to halfway through. So we'll have our interviews and extra bits and bobs then. So we'll see you then. 11 hours, 41 minutes in now. And I finally got to Salazar, which is awesome. Hopefully this won't take too long to do for hand cannon. Which we shall find you. See how many hand cannon shots you take. This is maxed out apart from infinite. Four hand cannon rounds. Sandra's dead. Fantastic. That's some good shit.
Right, I have just beaten both tyrants, thinking about it, and just got to Antarctica. Not in the best of states, but doable. Anyway, we'll do another update in a bit. I'm sure Luke's going to get pissed off and shoot something later, so anyway, talk to you later. Right, we're roughly at the halfway mark now, and we're going to do our midway interviews, and some of the fans have requested us to drink coffee aid, so that's coffee and Lucasade, which I'm going to pour out now, which will be quite interesting, I'm sure.
Nice. Right, I'm not sure whose idea this was or how this has come about at all, but this has ended up with us drinking half and half coffee and Lucasade. So
Orange flavour.
Yeah, orange flavour. So yeah, I think no matter what it tastes like, it should be a good little energy boost.
Probably drinking all of it.
Drink as much as you can, I think.
Okay.
All ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Coffee at the end.
Oh.
But worse. Wasn't the nicest.
I'm pretty speechless. I don't really know what to say about that.
That's a really odd flavour.
That's weird. I definitely feel my head's going crazy though. I'm like all gunned up to go now. Well, I guess that was probably a good idea, whoever it was. Awesome.
Sweet.
Basically, do you think you're both going to get the games done under 24 hours?
No.
It honestly depends on what stipulations I get for Code Veronica and Zero. 2 will be blitzed in about 2 hours anyway.
Mm.
But if I get crap bonds on Code Veronica and Zero, it could make it really bad. If I get it so I can literally just speed run through both pretty much, possibly.
So the thing is I have actually used, I've got 6 of my 8 stipulations used already.
Mm.
I'm only going to have, 3 games after this. So depending on what game it is, I could even do no stipulations.
I'm dreading Code Veronica the most because just watching Nathan play it now just reminds me of how long and dreary a lot of it is. Like, I don't think it will be particularly hard, though again, it just depends on the stipulations. There are some right arseholes in that pack. So we'll have to see what comes out.
We've had a lot of them out already.
We have had a lot of them out, but I'm starting to remember some of the really mean ones we put in there, which we'll experience soon enough.
My last question, are either of you two feeling doubtful about beating the other in points?
I'm going to say it's not looking good for me to win at the moment.
Luke?
But it can all change.
I was going to say, at the moment it's in my favour, but I've left a lot of mistakes that Nathan can beat. Like, especially in Resident Evil 4, I've probably got about 30 deaths so far, which he could easily beat.
Mm.
My time's not going to be the fastest. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to beat his Resident Evil 2 stuff that he did, because that was pretty quick.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll see. It's definitely still pretty split. It's not leaning anyway yet. I think it will just be quite interesting when we've actually played the same game and we can actually start comparing stuff.
Yeah.
So at the moment, you've done 3, I've done 3, and we're both, nothing's crossed over yet.
No, exactly.
So these next few hours will be interesting. So you come this far, the last half of this challenge now, see how it goes.
Right, I'm just about to fight Nos for apple. I'm going to go pick up the first aid spray first, because I totally forgot about it, so I haven't really come out with anything. But I do have a sniper rifle and a knife, so I'm sure I can manage it. Let's do it. So I might actually be able to do this without getting too fucked up.
You can, if you get shots like right in his heart, you can do it in 3 shots. That coffee's woken me right up. Clucassade. Sheep.
Don't know how far I've got to go back.
Just retry.
Oh! I managed to kill him!
Epic.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was recording as well. Yeah, I'll kill him, 3rd attempt.
Well, that's me dead.
It wasn't brilliant. Luke's just died as well, fighting it. He got very much fucked up then. And I'm literally about to start playing as Chris, so here we go.
Nearly 13 hours in, and doing the proper Krauser boss fight now, before the ridiculous mic section which is coming up. This first one fought Krauser for quite a while without a knife, so this will be interesting. But hopefully the hand cannon will help me out here.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
There we go, that's 13 hours. Yeah! Demon 16 seconds. Awesome. That was actually probably easier than using the knife anyway.
Yeah. It's certainly quicker.
Right, well, that means Mike's section's coming up. That is going to be the hardest part on this, considering I've got to do the whole section without healing once. Right, somehow I have absolutely no idea how I managed to do it, but I managed to do the Mike section on my first go, and I actually did all of it without getting hit until I got rocket launched right as I was leaving the room. So I think that is a first, and it's just amazing, which is really cool. But yeah, 13 hours, 16 minutes in. Right, well, finally did that. That probably wasted about 30 minutes or so. 13 deaths on that bit. Like, the mic section was fine. It's the bit afterwards where you have to get the key card, which just took ages. Just because I kept getting cheaped and I just couldn't heal. So yeah, that was annoying. But it's done now, and Sadler shouldn't be too hard with the hand cannon. Actually, what are you doing? Come on. So yeah, that's that sorted. How far are you on Code Veronica now?
Quite far. Well, I say quite far. Chris is nearly at Antarctica.
Yep.
I just got to get the 3 emblems, go do the Albunoid bit, and I'm there.
Yep.
Oh, he's there.
Can you believe the fucking irony? I've got this to literally the final boss fight in the game, and I accidentally fucking knifed him in the eye. So that is me essentially failing that stipulation. Oh my god, just not paying attention for 1 second. That is bull, because that's... Can I not just restart the boss fight?
No, I'm sorry, but...
At least you finished it, mate.
Finally.
In the beginning we did say there was no restarting boss fights if that was to happen. No restarting. Sticks.
You did say it would be ruthless.
Yeah, I know. Right, well, after all that, that's Resident Evil 4 finished. Although I've lost points on that massively because of using the fucking knife on Sadler. But anyways, that's 43 deaths, which is going to get beaten to shit later. 6 hour 18. I'll find out in a sec. 6 hours 18, 25 seconds, which is going to get beaten as well.
Dick.
Saved.
and we'll find out what my save is.
Oh, hang on. I didn't record it all down. How many deaths?
I'll have to watch the video back.
Yeah.
And that was 5 saves.
5 saves. And
Which will be, well, all of those will easily be beaten. But at least that's 4 done. Well, Resident Evil 4 pissed me off massively. That last section was just a nightmare. But in the end, I managed to do it. Healing only in boss fights and save rooms. And, well, knife on Saddler for that one bit by accident. But whatever. Anyways, now moving on to game number 4. Right. And it is...
Carry no extra ammo.
Why am I getting so fucked over? That really sucks. Oh my god. I hope this is Resident Evil 2.
If it's Resident Evil 2, you could even...
Code Veronica or Zero will just absolutely suck.
Apart from bowgun and grenade launchers are alright.
oh, what is it? CVX. Oh,
That is actually an almost impossible stipulation.
It really
Think
is.
about it.
It's fucking ridiculous.
shall we just say that? Say your gun's completely out of ammo. If you find, say, handgun bullets, you have to reload and then drop the ammo straight away.
But you can't drop it.
No.
So this is impossible.
That is actually
It's actually
impossible.
impossible not to carry extra ammo.
Yeah,
You do it knife only.
that's right. That is actually impossible.
You're going to have to redraw, mate.
I'm gonna have to redraw. We didn't.
We didn't think
That doesn't work because you can't ever reload.
Or, you could never pick up ammo. That's the thing. You would never be able to pick up ammo. So no, it doesn't work. You'll have to pick again.
That is a ridiculous stipulation, to be fair.
Mm.
Fucking hell.
You just imagine that on 4.
Don't ever talk to me about Resident Evil 4 again. Right, considering now we've actually thought about it and it's not actually doable, considering that you can't actually reload any of the weapons without any extra ammo, I'm going to just redraw another stipulation, but because I already chose to draw only one stipulation, I can only replace it with one. So if it's a really easy one, then I've kind of wasted it, but let's see. And it is... Okay, that's alright. No magnums. So that's fucking easy. Right, so literally just doing Code Veronica, no magnums. Awesome. I'm going to try and beat Nathan's time and get some points back.
Alright, we'll have an
That's
update in
a
bit.
nice relief, because thinking about that, no extra ammo stuff was just stupid.
It isn't. It physically isn't possible.
Yeah. Don't know why we didn't notice that when we planned it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, at least it's worked out now.
It's just as well we put in quite a few extra sticks.
Yeah.
We'll have an update in a bit.
Right, we are 15 hours 23 minutes in. Actually, probably doing one of my best times ever on Code Veronica at the moment. So yeah, just got to the Albanoid, which is quite good. Should be in Antarctica in about 30 minutes. Maybe not even that, which is quite cool. And Nathan's probably about the same away from finishing it, maybe a fraction more. So, yeah, it's all starting to pick up a little bit now.
Right, I literally just killed Alexia, the first one. All she took was 5 Magnum rounds. Took a little bit of damage. So, can't really complain too much, but so far so good really, I would think. I'm not too far away from the end. Right, I'm about to fight Alexia, which will be quite nice. Just get her out of the way. I've got quite a lot of ammo, I've got a fair amount of healing.
Oh, she's dead! You can retry though.
Ah, good. Oh, fuck that. Yay, this time it works. I shot her with a Magnum instead of a grenade. And now I've just got to kill her. But we're going to try something which hasn't been done. Try the BOW gas on her, see if it actually weakens her much.
Yeah, I'll just go for the bow. I have a feeling it probably won't make any difference on her, seeing as she's the final boss. I told you she was easy.
And that's her gone. I want to know actually how much ammo that took.
Yeah, I have probably about 10 bows, which is half her health.
No,
So I know it normally takes 20.
16.
Oh, 60. That's about right, roughly.
Oh, you bitch. 4.
I was right. Do I get extra points for that? You've done it, man. I can't see what the timer is from here.
Right. At nearly 16 hours in. Oh, no, it must be more than 16. 16 hours, 2 minutes in. I've literally just finished Code Veronica. We'll do an update in a second with my grade and stuff, which isn't going to be very good anyway, but still.
As you know, I just finished Code Veronica. While we're waiting for the grade to come through, I'm going to quickly draw my steps for the next game.
And there you go, see the challenge time.
Right. So I only actually have to draw 2 more stipulations in total.
Yep.
Let's see what this.
So are you sure you want to use stipulations on this next game? You don't have to.
Yes, I've already put this one out now anyway.
If you did get them both out on this next
5
game,
saves only.
not the end of the world.
Nope. Thinking of the games I've got left, it's not too bad. So I'm going to take the second.
Then that's all of your stipulations done. So that means your last 2 games will be no stipulations.
Kill significant enemies only.
Oh!
Balls.
That means the only things you can kill are stuff you have to kill to progress on.
That's quite difficult.
I'll probably sack that off.
Straight away.
That'll waste more time than it's worth, I think.
Yeah, probably will. Let's see what game I'm playing.
Yeah. If it's 3, then it's probably not that hard. Remake wouldn't be that bad. 4 would
Resident
be...
Evil 3.
3, yeah, that's quite doable, to be honest.
Let's see how it goes from the beginning.
What was the other one? Significant enemies and
5 saves.
5 saves. Yeah, they're both doable. So that's all of Nathan's stipulations done, which means that Resident Evil Remake and 4 with no stipulations.
Yeah.
So you can literally speed run through those, and then got to finish off 0 at some point.
Yes.
Nice. I didn't get to nominate any stipulations.
No.
No. Oh well.
Oh, grade D. Saves 17. And time 6 hours 20.
Can I just pretty much confirm that all 3 of those will be beaten, really?
Yep. I would be disappointed in you, Luke, if you didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair play though, man. That's probably one of your best Code Veronica times, actually. Good effort, man.
Yeah.
And that was pretty tough stipulations you did as well.
Right, slight change of plan on Resident Evil 3, well, sort of. I'm going to do it on easy, which means I'm sacrificing 50 points, but I'm going to do it knife only, so I'm gaining 70.
If you beat it.
If I beat it, obviously. So...
The significant enemies you've got, there's only 2. Clock Tower Nemesis, and then the Steam Room Nemesis, and Earthworm Jim, I guess. That's about it.
Can you knife the lampposts?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's only 3 enemies you're talking. But anyway, I'll do an update later. That's what I'm doing, so fingers crossed it's going to go well.
Been looking forward to this bit. For the first time in a couple of years, get to actually snipe Nosferatu rather than have a painful and traumatic knife fight. So, well, who says this won't be traumatic, really? Oh shit, that's annoying, because I've not actually died yet.
Not got much health left. Oh, you're right, aren't
Yes, he's dead!
you? You lucky bastard.
Oh, that was lucky. Oh, I could still be on for a no deaths then. Quality. Right, 18 hours and 18 minutes through the challenge now. And just got to Antarctica with Chris, which is pretty cool. But let's through most of this game. but tiredness is kicking in, which has been a little bit of a struggle a few times. But I don't reckon I've got much more than an hour of this game, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, which is good. And then that'll leave me with probably just less than 5 hours for Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 2. So, not sure, well, doubt it'll be done in 24 hours, but don't think it's going to take much longer than that. But be interesting to see who's got the most points and everything. So we shall see how that goes in a bit.
Literally just started the fight with Nemesis, and this usually take me a little while to do, so I'm not expecting to do this first time.
So it's your first actual significant fight. Oh yeah, it's knife only, isn't it?
Yeah. As expected.
Oh.
Well, right, I'll have another try.
Well, some pretty shitty news. But because I kept falling asleep while I was playing, and just not paying attention really, I died in Antarctica and I've gone back for about half an hour, which is a massive, massive shitter. Yeah, this definitely won't be done in 24 hours, but as we said, that wasn't ever really the objective of this. But let's see if I can redeem some points and who's gonna be crowned the challenge champion.
Right.
I don't know how you're doing it, but you were
Managed
steering
to,
this challenge back, mate.
Kill Nemesis, which was by, I would say, sheer fluke, because I really didn't take much health. I forgot to pick up 2 red herbs to make even more health. And I must have been on danger and dodging shitloads of attacks. But he's dead, and it means I've got more health for later, so it's always a good thing. Yeah, I'm changing it from knife only to using guns. It's only because I'm running out of time and patience, so it will get done one way or
Only
another.
thing is, you've sacrificed the points to drop the difficulty. But if you beat my time and grade and stuff, well, not grade, if you beat my time and amount of saves, then you'll get some more points.
Yeah.
And on Code Veronica, I've got back to Antarctica after I died, and I think I'm going to be fighting the first election in about 10 minutes, so getting there. 19 hours 42 minutes through, and I finally got to the final Alexia, which is cool. So if this goes to plan, I would have beaten 4 games in 20 hours. Nice one, man. So yeah, let's see how this goes. What weapon have I actually got? There. Right, Alexia going down.
Can you use the launcher at the end of it?
Well, that wasn't particularly hard.
How many rounds did it take?
About 18. Yours was 16, wasn't it? Yes.
I didn't actually count.
8. Which was more than you, but I've done that now. I'm annoyed 'cause I've had, was it 1 death I had?
Yeah.
I've had, like, I keep getting really petty deaths on all of these. Well, I've done it. Did all the stipulations. So 2 games left and 2 stipulations left to draw, which is cool, and 4 hours to go. So absolutely no chance of beating them both within 24 hours. We'll see how long it takes. You right there?
I'm starting to feel it a bit.
No, really.
This puzzle's now really doing my head in as well, considering it's the 3rd time I've done it.
Well, there's only one option left.
I've
Surely.
been doing it ages and ages and ages. Doesn't help, it's falling asleep every couple of seconds. So you push it too far and then you can't push it into the right place, and so you have to get outside again.
You have been doing that puzzle for quite an amount of time. I think you've been doing it for the whole time that the credits on Veronica have been going on. Yeah.
I'm getting somewhere though. I've worked out where it does need to go. It's not too bad.
How long until we fall asleep again?
Not very long till I was.
Code Veronica's done. And let's see what my grade and shit is.
B.
B, 4 hours, 41, 17 seconds, 10 saves, no retries. So,
You did choose retries though.
but no, because I reset it when I used retries in the end.
Right, I got that.
So yeah, that's alright. It would have been a little bit quicker, but considering that was my 4th game, I don't think that's too bad at all.
No.
Well, it wasn't really the hard stipulation, it was just no magnums, which is about it. Right, so now that Code Veronica's done, 2 games left. Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 2, which is cool. I've got 2 stipulations left to draw, so I can either do 2 stipulations on one game and none for the other, or I can do 1 on each. So firstly I'll draw stipulations and then go from there. It's the first one. Why do I always get the fucking annoying ones?
Can only reload and save rooms.
Oh.
What's it with fucking save rooms?
What about auto reload?
Yeah, that's what it means. So I can only reload weapons in save rooms. Right, and this is my final stipulation. This is the final stipulation of Challenge Season 4.
No reherbs?
What is it?
That is actually impossible.
What is it?
Because that will not work with that. No reloading on the menu screen. So no reloading in save rooms, no reloading in the menu screen. How's that
is
going to fucking
impossible.
work? Right.
Oh. No G.
Bullshit. Well, bullshit.
Well, should we say you can drop one of those stipulations?
Nah, that's what the cards dealt me. I'll do it.
But
I'll have to fail it or whatever. But that's all my stipulations done. So 2 I can just do as a quick speed run. Ballsack. Oh well.
Have an
We'll work it
update
out.
bit.
Right, after a little bit of consideration looking at the rules and stuff, I've realised that this stipulation is going to be ridiculous. Only being able to reload automatically in save room, so not doing it off the menu screen. So after learning how hard the stipulations were on 4, I'm just going to straight up fail the menu screen reloads. No menu screen reload stipulation. So I can reload. Wait, no.
No, the
So
other
save room boss fights one. Sorry.
yeah.
So I can reload anywhere, just not from menus. So hopefully that shouldn't be too bad.
We're about 20 hours, 40 minutes through, roughly.
48 minutes.
48 minutes. I'm still on Resident Evil 3, which is probably about to go a bit better now, because we went out for a bit of a walk.
Have a little
Woke
bit of a
ourselves
wake up.
Up a bit. I think the plan is I'm gonna crack on with this. Hopefully, then look at maybe doing. Hopefully, want to do 4 next. And then I might go back and look at 0. And then it depends on what happens with Remake, but I have to wait and see.
So it's all up in the air, people, in traditional Resident Evil Challenger fashion, as I'm sure you're used to by now. But yeah, I think it's just going to be pretty interesting from here on.
Definitely.
Right, and that's Resident Evil 3 finished, which is quite nice.
I'm just going to do my draw for my next game. It's either between 4 or Resident Evil Remake. I've got no more stipulations to draw, which is always a bonus. So it's literally just going to be cracking this out as quickly as possible.
Remake.
Mm.
You're gonna have to make an executive decision now.
I think Remake is going to have to be a game that I'm not going to do, so I'm going to forfeit that game because it's going to be far too much time to try and
Woohoo! More points for me.
Woohoo, dickhead. No, just less points for me, no more points for you.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to kick your ass. So, in that case, I'm going to do Resident Evil 4 because as time is short and I've still got to try and finish 0. So I'm going to be doing Evil 4. I'll be starting that in a little bit. Right, as you can see, there is my time, 2 hours, 31 minutes and 5 seconds. Number of saves, 4, and there's no grade because I did it on easy. I'm going to be starting off 4 in a minute, and we shall crack on with that soon.
Right, so I finally caught up with Nathan now, just beat the bat boss, first time round. And I think I'm doing alright for stocks. We've got handgun, 140 spare rounds, shotgun. Becca's got a fully healing item and that. So, not too bad. I think I can pick it back up, especially as I'm going to get the Magnum in a minute. Which will be cool.
Right, Resident Evil 4 was going alright until I hit the first boulder, and in true Nathan style I got killed by it first time. I'm just not used to having to press buttons rather than shaking the remote.
Yes! Oh, you done again. Ooh, looks like you might be able to meet my death count.
Fuck you.
What was it, 40 something?
No, it was like 100 and something, wasn't it?
No, that was you, like, fucking last season. It genuinely was as well. How far through were you?
22 hours, 21 minutes. Actually, 22 minutes now. 22 hours, 22 minutes.
I'm quite asleep.
What? Your eyes were... Grab him out of ammo. Nathan.
Nathan went on a little bit of a rampage after we woke him up.
Yeah, but you seem untouched.
I'm fine.
Yes, you are. Oh, Jesus Christ. No.
Straight on the forehead. Right, I've decided to start again because I wasn't getting anywhere and kept falling asleep. So I'm going to try again, fingers crossed. It'll go to plan this time, so we'll wait and see.
Uh-oh, we're nearly out of time. Well, not really. We've nearly hit 24 hours.
Which means neither of us will get the bonus.
No, we'll miss out on the bonus 100 points, which is a little bit of a shame. But making good progress now. Nathan seems to have sorted himself out.
For now, at least.
And I've fought the first tyrant on 0 and going to be fighting the next one in a bit.
That's
and then
it.
Marcus, so not much more left.
24 hours.
As you can hear, that's 24 hours gone.
Right, me and Nathan have made a little last minute bet worth 50 points about how many Magnum rounds are in this corner. He reckons it's less than 4. I reckon it's a full packet. So we should find out. I can see the packet there, but how many's inside? Here we go. Yes! 50 points! I thought it was a full packet.
Wait, I know there's somewhere where you only get one.
And do you know what? I very nearly reloaded that into the Magnum then. Oh, that could have worked out in your favour. That happened. Right. Balls! Unlucky man. What a fucking relief that was. Spent about an hour doing the first Marcus boss fight. It was just ridiculous. Just you know how Marcus is. You've seen the other challenges, I'm certain. But yeah, in the end, just ended up getting Billy to use a handgun instead of Molotov cocktails. And in the end, he actually came out on fine and Becca on caution. So if there's any tips there, if you get the chance, use the handgun. instead of Molotov cocktails, because it does a load more damage. Molotov cocktails in this game pretty much next to useless other than leech zombies. But yeah, that bit's done, and still got quite a little bit of ammo for the next few bosses, but something tells me they're going to go quite as swimmingly as I'd imagine. And this is now officially the longest challenge of history. This is now 26 hours, and we both still have one extra game to get onto after this. So it's quite a long little ride, and I don't feel quite so bad about the 24-hour thing because we're miles off. But it's been good. It's been a little test of stamina, I think. Right, the last crank on Marcus, the final form of him. Come on, Becca. Yes! First time round. That's awesome. So, a little bit overdue, but 26 hours and 22 minutes for 5 games, fully beaten on their hardest difficulty with these stipulations that I've attempted. So that's cool. And we'll get my grade in a sec. Well, the grade's pretty good. Ranking A.
11 saves.
Oh yeah, I did 11 saves and time 4 hours, 37, 14 minutes. So that's the last one that Nathan's got to match. He's got to try and beat that later. So yes, luckily I somehow managed to do the whole game without reloading in the menu, which was a pain. Especially on Marcus. I think that's why I struggled probably a little bit more. But no, I'm glad that we got that done now. Awesome. Obviously I failed the first stipulation for that right at the start. But I think if I'd even attempted it, I would have wasted even more time. So I think that probably worked out for the better. Right, one thing I do have to draw though is scenario. So obviously Nathan got essentially the easiest one, which was Leon A. Claire A would be good. If I got a B scenario, I'd prefer to get Leon B. But this is my last game of season 4, so this should be pretty epic. And it's just going to be a pure speed run because all my stipulations are done. Unless I fancy gaining some more points. Well, let's draw it anyway. The scenario. This finale of season 4 will be Claire A, which is good. And you know what? The very first challenge that I did, well, we did in season 1, I did Claire A then. So, good little way to end that. Right. So here we go. This is the 6th out of 6 games that I'm attempting. And basically, because Nathan set the time of 2 hours, I'm going to try and beat this in under 2 hours, and I'm going to try and do it with no saves, which will be quite interesting. So yeah, this will be pretty epic, and if I die, it will really fuck me up for points. So let's see how it goes. Yo, we're kind of lagging a little bit now. Me and Nathan are pretty damn exhausted. We are 27 hours and 36 minutes in, and we just keep disappearing off into Dream World. But there's not a massive amount of 2 left to do. Just need to actually get on track and go where I'm meant to. So I say I'm about halfway through or so, which is good.
I would say just over halfway now. Fighting all these little, whatever they're called, drain demosses or whatever they're called.
No Vistadors.
No Vistadors, those are the fucking ones.
Right, 28 hours and 40 minutes in, and just got to my next boss fight on Resident Evil 2. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, Birkin. So I've got a grenade launcher. So nice having all these weapons after all these years. Like a little treat, isn't it? That wasn't too bad. In the end, fantastic. Right, so here we go. Final boss fight. Just over 29 hours. Let's see how long this takes to beat.
Take 2.
Yes. Come on, he's got to be dead. So I would have done this with no deaths. Being the only game we would have done in the challenge with no deaths, I'd do this. Yes! That's it. That is it. That is season 4 over for me. That is Resident Evil Challenge over for me. Essentially. Fuck. Awesome, glad that's done. I was worried about that boss. But yeah, luckily you didn't cheat me too bad. So yeah. Awesome. See what my final time was and see if I beat Nathan on any other bits and bobs. And then I can finally sleep after 29 hours and 3 minutes. Not too bad for 6 full games. Right, so after all that... Oh! Somehow, by 1 minute, I beat Nathan's time. And I beat your saves and the grades, Drew. And I got no deaths.
Hang on, I need to take down time.
How do you feel about 1 minute difference?
It's alright.
Doesn't really matter, does it? It's quite funny though.
Yeah, it's quite ironic.
I could have sworn you got a faster time.
Yeah, it should have been.
Oh. But yeah, that is that's me done now. So I'm absolutely fucking shattered, but it's been awesome. Really enjoyed it. It's a great challenge. It was really good to do the main series, like the classic series, like before. So yeah, now it's just egging Nathan on and see how he gets on with the rest.
Right, I've just managed to kill Krauser. I've got the same amount of deaths as Luke has.
Exactly at the moment.
So if I die again, it means Luke gets points, but I can see me dying again. So
Yes, because guess what part of the game that you're on now?
on the shitty mic bit.
However, I managed to do it without dying last time, so it is doable.
Oh yeah, I know it's doable, but
See how it goes. Have you got much health?
no.
Ah, that may be a problem. Right, just hit 30 hours on the dot, as you can see there. And I've just got the edge on the deaths for Resident Evil 4. Unfortunately for you. Because Nathan just died on the mic bit. Which is a little bit of a cheater. But, well, at least you don't have to worry too much now, because now it's done.
Yeah. Right, so far we've been going 30 hours, 42 minutes. It's a little longer than we were intending to go. And I've literally just done the mic bit, which turned to be a little harder than I was expecting. And now I'm about to go do the bit with Bandana Man with the card key.
We know how long
JK.
that took me to do.
Yeah, but fingers crossed it'll be the opposite way round, so I'll do this in like first attempt. Like you did mic in first attempt.
Yeah, well, you'll be able to heal through this bit. Actually, have you got any healing items now?
I've got a few.
Yeah, you should be okay then.
Right, literally just about to get the special rocket launcher and shoot the shit out of good old Sadler. That's the one. I think his name is. I've got to do some quick organising. Oh, so yippee! Sorry, can't be enthusiastic as we've been up for what, 31
hours.
playing games. But no, it's all good. He's dead finally, which is a fantastic. Although I have got to do the jet ski, and we know the jet ski can go with me. So I better go do that quickly.
Yes.
Ashley! Where are ya?
That'd be shit if she died after she got him out of the.
Yeah. That's it. You're done.
Right, just did the jet ski, first time, which is a first really, because I usually take about 10 million attempts to do that as well. I wanted to see what grade it is, and would be interesting to find out who's actually won this, because it's possible it could go either way, but I don't think it's likely.
But we shall find out in a minute. But first, do you want to reveal what your 4 grade is? So you can skip this. Because I want to see if you got a faster time. We know that you got more deaths. But you did it with no
61
saves.
deaths in the end, I
No
think.
You did it with no saves, so you get some bonus points for that. And then we'll see who got fastest time. So you say 6:18 I got.
Yes.
Right.
I'll jot
So
it down
6:18 was what you had to beat. Tense. Oh.
here. Hang on a sec.
Shit, I didn't think it was that much.
Yeah.
Dull. Oh well. Never mind. At least you beat it in the end. It's the key thing, really.
How many saves? Oh, 0.
0.
That's plus 50.
Technically.
No, plus 70, sorry.
Yes.
But right, we'll start adding it all up and then we'll reveal the final results in just a bit. Do you know what? That's right. Should we pause the timer? Because, right, the final timer, as you can see from here, was 31 hours and 11 minutes. Fucking hell, that is a record by about 7 hours. That's crazy.
So that's the end of the challenge after 31 odd hours.
31 hours of challenge madness. That's the longest challenge that we've ever done. Which is quite interesting. But after all of that, we've broken down the score. We've worked out who's done what.
Yep.
In the end,
Or who's not done what. That's
or
the
who's
case,
not done what in a more particular sense. But in the end, Nathan's total final score was minus 370.
Yep.
And my final score was plus 500. So there was a little bit of a difference there. But at the end of the day, it was really good fun. I really enjoyed that system. I have to say that was probably my favourite system.
Yeah, definitely. It was
out
good.
of all of them. I mean, the most of those points you lost was for not doing 0 and Remake, I think.
Yeah, it was just being caught up on other things.
Yeah. But never mind, man. Glad we finally did the race.
Yep.
It was good fun. The last one of season 4, so, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the season, the final season that we're recording.
Yep.
It's been going on for a year. It's been good fun. We've tried some different ideas. We've done 6 years of challenges.
Yep.
But unfortunately, all good things
Must come.
must come to an end.
Yes, at some point.
But yeah, thank you for all the support
Yeah,
from everyone.
great.
Thank you for, you know, joining us, watching us, supporting us. It's all been an amazing experience. It's been
Yes.
brilliant. But you know, this isn't the last time you ever see us. We'll still be around. As I said,
Yeah.
we'll probably still do streams.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure, we
like
do it
once a year or
occasionally.
something. But this is the last one that's going to be edited and on the web and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, did you have anything you wanted to?
No, just again, like, thanks for everyone for all their support. I mean, it makes it a lot more fun when you got people watching.
It really has. I mean, that's
Makes
probably
a massive difference.
if we hadn't had the amount of people that have been watching this, I mean, we wouldn't have been going on for this amount of time. Like literally, the first challenge we did, it was just one that we just kind of made. You
Yeah.
know, it was good fun, and then we uploaded it on the web, and then it just kind of spread like wildfire. And
Yeah,
then here we are. But
exactly.
no, it's good fun, and well, stick around, and I'm sure you'll see us in the future doing something or other.
Yep.
Awesome. Take care, guys, and
Yeah.
keep up the Resident Evil challenging. So Nathan, well up.
Yoshi will listen for a while.
Oh, thank God for that. And what stipulations are you doing?
I can't remember.
Is it in a heaped teaspoon mustard? Let's see what it tastes like. This is one of the stupidest ideas we ever had, and this is going to be so good once it's all over.
Resident Evil Challenger.